Yeah, we're gonna stop this 1984 before the world ends, before the Antichrist comes. They say if we repent, then our land is healed. In order way we order it, in order for us to do that, we gotta do violence, totalitarianism on the good, and stop the 1984. So it will prevent it from ending. We're gonna heal this land. We're not gonna do what like someone I know is saying, because if I wait until then the world's gonna end. We're gonna prevent it. We're gonna do. We're not gonna do censorship or nothing. That's another prevention for not making this world end. Because the world ain't gonna end if we do that. But if we let them, we're gonna let the world end. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna stop it. And we're gonna have freedoms. So, I'm not wrong about that. Bible says if we repent, then he'll heal our land. We're gonna do that. We're gonna stop the 1984 and have our freedoms and not be censored. That's about it. We're gonna do that. So, people, have a good day. And be prepared. Watch on YouTube about the whistleblower called Frances Logan, whatever her name is. Just look up whistleblower testifies at Facebook and other big tech. Other big tech means Google and others. Don't let her do it. Do insurrection. And make the non-feminist that sides with the feminists because they're cowards pay. Make them pay. Make them pay terribly. Okay, this is James. See you for now. Bye-bye. And remember, luckily I'm not screaming, but if it ever comes closer to that, I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs on here. I don't care what the trolls say, because I'm the leader. I'm even now the leader. I'm practicing for it. I'm the leader, and I'm gonna be the real leader. And you listen to me. I'm gonna save this planet. They say nobody can't do it. I'm gonna have freedoms for everybody. Even gonna bring up economy. Might even invent something. And you could invent something at home, bring up the economy like that. And women could be housewives again, if they don't, and they don't want piece of it. Even the single ones, that too. They don't want to marry us and work. They're persecuted. That's it. They want to be evil, selfish, independent. No, that ain't gonna work that way under my watch. Elect me when I become really. Excuse me. That's why I'm practicing. I'm belching a lot. In order for me to be a real leader, you vote for me. I'll bring up the economy like the guy in the 30s did, like crazy. I know how to do it. So, vote for me. I'll make sure you're happy again. Men, I'll make sure you're happy again. I'll assure you. Trump's saying, I'll assure you, I'll make you happy again. One of the MAGTOW guys asked me to be president. I might just do that. Become like a chancellor or something. I might just do that. For us to have freedoms. For us not to have disarmament, another Versailles, from a woman and a Jooze. Okay? I'll be the leader. Not another Woodrow Wilson. I think he was a dictator. The way he treated those Germans, he was a dictator. Woodrow Wilson If someone I knew about him, he was a dictator. Disarming the Germans instead of having peace with them and not disarming them, then there wouldn't be no wars. But he disarmed them, and Germans warned them, and other people warned them. It's gonna be a repeat, man. Only worse. He didn't listen. He did it anyway, and guess what? They were right. Woodrow Wilson was the Antichrist. He was the 1919 Antichrist. He treated those Germans as if they were black people. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Germans were never favored. Ever since the 1800s, Americans used to be pro-German until the JOOZE came and told them, oh, do put Versailles on those Germans. Once you know the Russians started it, not the Germans, and others came into it. Did they disarm the Russians? No. Did they disarm the British in the 1800s, which were worse than the Germans? Kicking Aborigine newborn babies' heads off like football? Burying up to the sand and kicking their heads off? Did they ban that arms on them? No. Did they do it to the Dutch and Germans and Swedes? Yes. And the Irish? Yes. Because even the Irish were against the Versailles because they're related to the Germans, even though they speak English. They're too Germanic. They're called Celts. That's what branched off from Assyria. And then became the German branch and, No, they favored the Caesarea. They favored the Russians. The Germans and that were always discriminated. Nobody wants to see that. That's why in August now there's this thing called a White History Month. Because of victims of the Germans. And other peoples as well. So, but people want to think they're evil monsters. They're not. They're not. All sides were wrong. Russians that did a German ethnic. Woodrow Wilson, a Jew that did a Versailles. I think he was the Antichrist. The Nostradamus, those are just shows that fill in people's heads saying that Hitler was the second Antichrist. No. Woodrow Wilson was, because he did the Versailles. He thought it was peaceful to disarm them. Nope. Because even if they disarm us, if we rearm, we might become like the ones in the 30s. And with feminism he implemented, protecting women and young people, which means divorce courts. Oh, my sister, someone I know should watch that about the Versailles on Wikipedia video. She'll know that I'm right. She'll know. They knew the outcome if they did it, and they did it. They didn't give a shit. They did it. Tampering with the Germans like tampering with nature. You tamper with them, they're gonna come back at you. Yeah, and they did. Because humans are part of nature too, whether evil or not. You tamper with them, they're gonna get back at you. Oh yeah. Even someone I know knows about that. Because we're part of nature too. People mess with us, we're gonna mess back at them. Oh yeah. My sister knows it. So we're part of nature too. You tamper with us, we're coming back at you. And that's what happened. Yeah. Someone I know has to watch that. And she better not, and someone better not say it's propaganda either. Till then, bye. Remember, get prepared and watch those videos. MagTowerNet, bye-bye.